Hi guys, welcome to our video lesson of graphic communication. Today we are going to learn how to draw 1-point and 2-point perspectives. We are going to start with 1-point perspective. The first thing I should do is to draw my picture plane. Like here, I drew it before. This is my picture plane. And then place the plan of my object parallel to this picture plane. Here my object is given the height of it as 2.5 centimeters. And this is the plan. Now the second thing is to draw my ground line. I drew it before. This is the ground line. I name it as GL. The third thing I should do is to decide my standing point. Where is my standing point? If I put my standing point somewhere here, I would see that faces of the object. And if I put my standing point somewhere here, I will see that parts of the object. So I want to see that faces, so I decide to put my standing point somewhere here. And this is my standing point, my viewpoint. Also, I should draw my horizon line. And I need to decide where it is, the height of my horizon line. So the height of my object is 2.5 centimeters. If I place my horizon line somewhere above this height, the height of the object, I can see the top surfaces of the object. If I put my horizon line somewhere between 0 and 2.5 centimeters, I couldn't see the top surfaces of the object. So I want to see both front faces and top faces. So I'm going to put my horizon line somewhere here, 8 centimeters height. And I'm going to draw my horizon line. The last thing before starting to draw the perspective I should do is to find my vanishing points. Okay. So to find the vanishing point, I draw a perpendicular line from station point to horizon line, and this is my vanishing point. Let's name the corners of that object. To find these points on perspective, the thing I do is drawing a line from station point to that corner and then find the intersection of that line with the picture plane. As a point is on the picture plane, intersection of that line is here. So I know here is my point A. The same is for B point, right? I don't need to draw a line from station point because it's on the picture plane, and this is my B point. I know the height of the object, so I can draw the front face. It's 2.5 centimeters. I need to find the other points. Let's find point F. I draw a line from station point to that corner. It intersected the picture plane here. So let's draw a perpendicular. I know that my F point is going to be somewhere here on that blue line, but where? If I draw a line from that corner to vanishing point, now I know here is my point F. Also from that corner I will draw a line to vanishing point, and I know that my object is parallel to the picture plane. So now I found that part of the object. Let's find the point C. I will draw a line from station point to that corner to find the C. Here it intersected the picture plane. From intersection I'm drawing perpendicular line to the ground line. Now I know my point C is going to be somewhere here on that blue line, but again I don't know where. But also it's easy to find it because if I draw a line from here to vanishing point, Now I know my C point is here. Let's find the point D. Again, I'm drawing a line from station point to that corner D, where it's intersected. Picture plane is here, and I'm drawing a perpendicular to the ground line. Now I know that my point D is somewhere here, where it's really easy because I know my object is parallel to the picture plane. So I'm going to draw a parallel to the picture plane to find it. Okay, and this is point D. Now it's easier to find the other points because I know here it's like that. The last point, my point E, let's also find that from station point to E, intersection, perpendicular line. So my point E is going to be somewhere here. To find it accurately, I need to connect the D point with vanishing point, and here is the point E. I am really close to finish because I found all the points. My 1-point perspective is finished. Now we are going to draw a 2-point perspective. Again, the first thing I should do is to draw my picture plane, place the plan of my object on the picture plane, but this time I'm not placing it parallel to the picture plane, because if I place it parallel to the picture plane, it will be a 1-point perspective. So I need some angles here to make this 2-point perspective. So okay, here is my picture plane, here is the plan of my object, and height of it is given as 2 centimeters. And now I will draw my ground line. I drew it before here, and again drawing my horizon line. For example, I place my horizon line here as 5 centimeters above the ground line. So that means that I'm going to see also the top surfaces of my object. And the last thing, I will decide the location of my standing point. For example, I put it somewhere here, and this is my standing point. So let's start again with finding the corners of that object. It has the same logic with 1-point perspective, but now I don't have any parallel faces to picture plane. There is nothing parallel in my perspective. Again, I can name these points as A, B, C, D. Now, what is missing? My vanishing point. In 1-point perspective, you can also understand from its name, there was one vanishing point. But here, as this is a 2-point perspective, there should be 2 vanishing points. So I'm checking if I can use for angles this, like that. Yes, I find it. This is a 60-degree angle. To find the vanishing points, from standing point, I should draw a line to the picture plane, okay, like that, here. So I'm drawing parallel lines to the faces of that cube to find my vanishing points. I'm drawing perpendiculars to the horizon line from that intersections to find my vanishing points. So here is my vanishing point 1, and here is my vanishing point 2. Now I have all the information, and I can start to draw my perspective drawing. So let's begin with A. I'm drawing a line from standing point to that point, and where it's intersect the picture plane gives me the place of A. So as it is on the picture plane, again on the ground line it's on the same place. How about B? From standing point, I'm drawing a line. Okay, it intersects the picture plane here. I'm drawing a perpendicular to the ground line from that point. Now I know my B point is somewhere here on that blue line, but where exactly, I don't know. How I can find? I can find it by connecting the A point with my vanishing points. Okay, so here's my B point, and I can do the same thing for D, like that. It intersected the picture plane here, drawing a perpendicular from the intersection to ground line. Now my D point is somewhere on that blue line. If I connect the corner A to vanishing point 2, I will find point D. I know the height of my object. It's given 2 centimeters. But I know that height is only on A point because only this corner is on the picture plane. So I cannot draw here 2 centimeters, 2 centimeters. Okay, just here I can use that 2 centimeters height. Again, if I connect it with my vanishing points like that, I now have these 2 surfaces, but I don't have this one. What I can do? I can search for C points like these points, or I can say that I don't need it because I know where this corner is, this corner is. So if I connect them with vanishing points like that, now I have my perspective drawing completed. Okay, it's finished now. For example, here you see a more complex object or building. Here, as you can see, different heights of surfaces are given, like 4 centimeters, 5 centimeters, and 3 centimeters. So how you are going to draw a more complex objects in 2-point perspective? The logic and the operations are same as drawing a simple cube. Again, you first need to draw a picture plane here and then place the plan of your object here with some angles and putting your standing point, deciding where it is, drawing a ground line like that, drawing the horizon line like that. Then from standing point, drawing lines, parallel lines to that surface and a parallel line to that surface, and finding the vanishing points and drawing perpendicular to the horizon line, and here are your vanishing points. So this point is on picture plane. I know here it is, and I can draw here a 5 centimeters line because I know the height, but I cannot put the height of this here just simply. Again, what you need to do is to find all that points by drawing a line from standing point to that point. For example, if I'm searching for this, find the intersection with picture plane and then draw a perpendicular to the ground line. So here is your point, and then you can connect these with vanishing points. So the operations you are making is always the same.